or like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is 18.
Zeke Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
for a foot or an inch. Yeah, I fight for you all. It's the truth and I'm in. Yeah, I fight for referee.
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want.
So it is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 778. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron in the Twitter here on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studio in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're here. We're ready. Well, I'm alone. As you can see, if you're on video right now, there's nobody on the couch. I'm here alone. The taco stand is still rocking over there. But I just love these new shots I have. But I'm not always alone because I got the Mayhem Nation in my heart and on my Zoom as well as we bump over and say hi to our friend from Beacon, New York. He's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. And a Slammy is Mad Mike.
All those things are true and accurate. And yeah, and love is in the air, Sorg.
Love is in the air on NXT, I hear. Yes.
Love is
yes. Fantastic. And we also have back with us, first time on the Tuesday show for a good long time, is toy collector extraordinaire, who just told me I may have just stumbled on some money from what I got from Steel City Con. But maybe you'll hear that on the Patreon exclusive this week. Ronnie Starks is with us.
Hello, everyone. I have an April figure that just came in the mail today.
Not just any April figure. That is the
movie one, Judith Hogue.
The first movie one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I love it.
It's a very nice figure.
I was looking at a couple of those. They had a few of those movie NECAs, like especially the Turtle 2 one. Like I was looking at the Nash. You got me doing it now, Mike. The Super Shredder one at the Steel City Con this past week.
Hey, I can make you a Super Shredder.
I know you can make a Super Shredder. I was telling somebody about how you did that. Probably Riz I was hanging out with on Sunday. So, but it is the.
Should I show off my new toys?
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Show me what you got.
What's happening? Marvel, what is that? Infinity
Ironmonger.
Saga, Ironmonger from the first Iron Man movie
with Obadiah Stane.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, that's really cool.
Getting blurry. There it is.
There he is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the dude.
I'm gonna build this in my cave with a box of scraps.
Oh boy, man! It's amazing. It's amazing how much Marvel movies still kind of hold up that long ago, and so many that don't in comparison. So, literally like superhero movies from like the same year. Like I think I was watching the second Fantastic Four and realizing it was like maybe a year apart from Iron Man. Wildly different movies.
It's a terrible movie.
I kind of like it.
I appreciate it for what it is.
I kind of like it.
I go into it like these are movies of the time. This is how we did superhero movies. This is how we treated superhero movies. Where the Fantastic Fours, the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, things like that.
Here's what I'll say about those Fantastic Four movies. They were not afraid to lean into the campiness of the comics.
No, that was great.
Like apart from Galactus itself, which they probably just didn't have the budget to do, to be perfectly honest. Like everyone's in costume the whole time. Like they got their catchphrases. Like Silver Surfer is great. And that Silver Surfer is wonderful in that movie. And also I didn't get to talk about this last night, and I'll mention it very briefly. I watched the first 3 episodes of Titans season 3. Holy shit!
I hear good stuff. Good stuff.
We're doing it.
Okay.
We're doing the whole damn thing.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to say this, and this is going to be controversial. Titans may have the best live action version of Batman.
Holy shit!
No, this is controversial because he never wears the suit.
No, he doesn't. Well, I presume he's not going to. But.
Like, Titans may have the best live-action Batman.
Wow.
And I'm saying live-action because, all due respect to the Godfather Kevin Conroy, all due respect. But they may have the best and most comic accurate version of Batman. And that is saying something.
Can I sidebar for a minute, because I'm in the chat room again, the partner saying Triple H, I mean Jeff Bridges. You know what I really want for movie accurate series like the NECA Ninja Turtles? I would like this series of Blade figures, including Triple H in the third one, and Ryan Reynolds for the hell of it.
The vampire puppy.
There actually is a Triple H Blade figure out there.
Oh, really?
I shit you not. It exists.
I mean, we already have the first wave of WWE movie figures with They Live, Roddy Piper, with Fast and Furious, John Cena, and with what is it, Yeti, Andre the Giant, or something like that?
Princess Diary.
No, it's not Princess. It's not Fezzik.
Okay.
It's him in a giant bodysuit as like a Bigfoot or something.
That's weird.
But there's I found
we can absolutely get.
I found a custom one going on, but I haven't found like an accurate one. So heads up, I'm getting a little bit of TV off of somebody on that side, so please check your sources. But anyways, it is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. And you can check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can hit up that email address.
Good times.
Good times at Wrestling Mayhem Show to 412-206-WMS0 at Mayhem Show on the Twitter, Wrestling Mayhem Show on the Facebook page and the group, where a lot of great discussion is going on over there. And we're live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live, the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube, and the Sorgatron Media Twitch. You can hop in and be part of the chat room, just like Matt Carlin's just showed up. Hopefully he hops into the Zoom here in a little bit as well. Tina out in Seattle is in there. Dave Podner, who just joined us over on the Awesome Cast, is hanging out too. And however you would like to see it, and the video versions will be remaining up there, so you can check them on whatever platform is easier for you to watch. Cast your TV, however you may want to do that, and I just don't know how this switcher works right now. So I got a new switcher. I'm switching from my phone right now, and the buttons are not configurable, so I'm kind of working on that. Anyways, you can also please subscribe to us and rate and review us on your favorite podcatcher, wherever that may be, and share it if you like what's going on. And if you really like what's going on, you can support us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show, including our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Ed Burke and Team Hammerfist at the Poppy Club level, Dave Bonner and OccupyProWrestling.com, at the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy, Kyle Turner, The Riz, and Bobby F. J-Town, and at the manager level, Bradley a lot last week, and Tina Keys. Again, you guys can support the show, help keep the lights on here, help keep the podcast rolling at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So let's get into the chatter of the week. I don't know, where are we starting with this? My list is in the other Slack, and I need to go pull it back up.
I did want to ask you something.
Yes?
Did you get a chance to watch Heels?
I did not get a chance to watch Heels. Damn it! I went to subscribe to Starz last night and do it. Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. And? It's
interesting.
Okay.
It's good. It's fun. I mean, Stephen Amell is charming as shit.
As usual.
Yeah. It ain't for kiddos.
Okay.
So just put that to bed right away. It's real weird. Like I like it. It's only a first episode, so it's a taste. But it's centered around them building up to a big show where it's brother versus brother. And Stephen Amell is the head booker and champion because, of course, if you're head booker of an indie promotion, you're going to be the champion.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I won't get into spoilies because obviously it's still pretty fresh. But there's definitely talk of up north which is fascinating to me. They name check WCW. They show some very brief clips of TNA. Very brief clips of TNA.
Really?
Yeah. It's real interesting. I enjoyed it. I will be watching the second episode.
Okay.
But yeah, because I think the first season's only like 6 to 8 episodes, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
So you're saying I only need to pay for like a month of Starz to watch this thing?
maybe a month and a half.
Month and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
While you guys talk about something, I'll find out the exact number.
If it was on, if it was on like I could purchase the season on Apple, I completely would. By the way, but just to roll with it. But anyways, no, that's good to see.
But it's produced by the guy from Nickelodeon, Mike O'Malley.
What?
Yeah.
Mike O'Malley.
Mike O'Malley.
I don't know that. Who is that?
From Wild and Crazy Kids. From like What Would You Do?
Wait, what would you do on
pull up a
television?
picture.
Like you know him if you see him. I guarantee it.
Okay.
I'll pull up a picture.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that. That's something else.
Mike O'Malley.
Interesting. No, it is nice that we're getting these
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
is what we
I
get.
mean, yeah, those
Sorry.
are usually nice.
Mike O'Malley.
Oh, Mike O'Malley. Hold on, say something.
La 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 la.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Everybody else, if you're on audio.
Oh my God! All right,
You're probably
you
Googled
want
it
the
for
episode titles?
I feel like we're going into spoiler territory, but okay.
No, it's not. The episode titles. The first episode is Kayfabe. The second episode is Dusty Finish.
Jeez.
The third episode is Cheap Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth episode is Cutting Promos.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. They don't have titles for the other episodes yet. But
Wow.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. No, that's good to see.
And the wrestling is pretty legit. I mean, there's not a lot of it in the first episode. It's a lot of setup.
How much is Starz to get?
$5.99.
Is it?
I don't know.
is it
I think I got
$5.99?
it through my mom.
I feel like
so.
I think it's more. It's got to be more than that. So, the Starz app, Starz schedule. So if you're interested in there's an offer, it seems, for $5 a month, perhaps. So it's not much to do it. So I know there's like week free trials if somebody wants to wait like another like 8 weeks and just hop in on a free trial and give it a binge. It's probably okay. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. But for journalism, I need to probably watch it. And I think you can also get it if you use Amazon Prime. Like you can add it as like a channel on there pretty easily. So I was thinking about doing that just to even just experiment with another way to do things.
I'm pretty sure the person's Amazon Prime and I'm currently using would not appreciate that.
No, well, there's that person. I have not shared an Amazon Prime with anybody. So Cable's login, of which I think Mike, we do similar things. But I think it's pretty common these days, right? So anyways, so that's cool. That's cool that's happening. And
Tina's asking if Punk was a consultant on the show. I'm pretty sure he's in the show.
I think he's involved in the show.
Yeah, I think he rolls up in episode 3.
Okay, so
he's in a tag team with him and some other girl from the Indies. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me go on the thing.
Tina says Mike O'Malley was the host of Guts.
Okay. Is this a flashback show or is it
Nope.
is it a now
Present
show?
day.
Okay. That was the other Heels we found. That was the movie that
Yes.
wasn't anywhere. That looked like a low budget, like somebody's second film or something.
Honestly, the show kind of is like a low budget Von Erichs almost.
Okay.
Because like their dad was a big star, left the company to Stephen Amell, whose younger brother also wrestles, and Stephen Amell is the heel, his younger brother's the face. Spoiler alert, Stephen Amell seems like a decent person outside of the ring. His brother kind of seems like a shithead. So
there's one in every family.
2 in mine, actually.
Actually, not so much. My family's actually kind of okay.
That's a Lion King reference for you.
That's a Lion King reference.
That's an animated Lion King reference.
Limited time
I
offer.
understood that reference.
Limited time offer. It's $8.99 for Starz, or you can pay for 3 months at a time for $23.99. And
Oh, so in other words, you could buy the season for $24.
Yeah, basically. Except I don't think you can. I don't think anybody's selling the series, the series directly anywhere.
No, but I mean,
So-
you're paying $3 an episode for that point, and you get it for maybe a month extra.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, but yeah, they only have it listed on Starz as any kind of outlet right now. So, good ratings and things like that happening. So I understand there's some wrestling this weekend. Actually, there's a lot of wrestling this weekend.
There's a lot of wrestling.
SummerSlam,
There's
I believe.
there's a lot of the
Ring
wrestling
of
going on.
Honor still having 2 shows. SummerSlam, Takeover, and I believe Impact is having a Impact Plus special on Friday. I will not be able to watch any of this during the duration of the weekend because I will be involved. Well, one, I'm finding myself with tickets to Rampage on Friday night. I'm excited because
I hope you're excited to see CP Monk.
I was there for
Chipmunk.
I was there for CM Punk's last night in wrestling here at the Royal Rumble. So I'm excited to potentially be there for his first time back.
You should bring a sign that says my last show was the Rumble too.
I don't think I'm sitting someplace where signs will be readable. But
You should still bring it.
after going to AEW shows here, I didn't go to balls to the wall on tickets. For I don't know, I got okay seats. I think I got 100 section or something like that. But so that'll be and I didn't realize until I started looking up where to stay that it's in Rosemont, which means this is the former Rosemont Horizon,
Yes.
the
It's where the
historic
Bulls play.
Rosemont Horizon, where a lot of significant wrestling shows have happened over the years.
Sorg, take a picture of the Michael Jordan statue.
There's going to be a Michael Jordan
Yes.
statue. So
Yes.
I was in Chicago. We were in Chicago for a day as we were traveling for a mission trip when I was in the 8th grade. And it was when they won one of the championships. And it was nuts. Nuts.
Sorg, there's also an arcade there.
Okay. I
that
don't.
I heard about in
Mike,
on the New Day podcast.
I can't say I'm going to have much downtime.
I'm just saying.
Are you
if
talking
do,
about the
Galloping
bar?
Ghost? The Galloping Ghost arcade. It's open till 2 a.m. They have over 550 arcade games.
I have
You
a
got plenty
feeling,
of time, sorry. You got to make it work, man.
Oof.
I'm gonna need you to suck it up and just do it.
Listen, man. Like we're
science.
probably gonna get there. Like I'm hoping to get a little bit of downtime before the show in our hotel.
Kofi and Woods
And,
went there after Raw.
And then
I think you could do it too.
I start setting up for a pay-per-view at like 1 o'clock on the other side of the
Sorg,
city.
remember,
So
Rampage may be on at 10 here.
yes,
It'll be on at 9.
Oh,
there.
time zones! Son of a bitch! Time zones!
Ooh,
Shit! That's right.
You have plenty of time.
That
when it's all
reminds me.
said and done.
That's
You have
that's
plenty
why
of
that's
time,
why
Sorg.
Fight always confirms the start time because
So,
'cause it's
you
7
wanna know
Central.
Why I remember that.
I forgot
Chicago's
about
in a
that.
start- So you want to know why I remember that Chicago's in a different time zone?
dude, I literally forget it's in a different time zone every time I go to Chicago.
Sorg. So, one time when I was flying to Pittsburgh,
mm-hmm.
I had a connecting flight to Chicago
Mm-hmm.
because I don't care about connecting flights, and your boy flies cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So, my flight was really early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, I went to the bar until it closed. All my bags were packed, and I had already scheduled my cab. So I just made sure I was back in my apartment for the cab to pick me up. Poured myself into the plane. Fell asleep. Woke up in Chicago. Thought I was going to miss my plane because I didn't reset the time on my watch. And ran through the Chicago airport like the goddamn McAllisters.
Only to wait.
Only to wait, and then there was a TGI Friday right there, and I was still a little hungover. I'm like, let's get a drink.
Well, at least you're not like me and almost got on the wrong plane at LAX 2 months ago.
So you hopped off the plane at LAX with your dream in a cardigan?
I hopped off the plane. I definitely had some substances, and I got confused and almost got on the wrong plane.
Ronnie understood that reference.
I did. You were on high fire with the references today, my friend.
Jeez.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
I
don't think Sorg understood that reference.
I feel like 2 references have already gone over Sork said, and you and I are just like.
and both from vastly different time periods.
Well, you know, I have been applying for press credentials, Tina, and nobody responds to me. So, I mean, we haven't had press credentials since the 2011 New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was there for that.
The next year they didn't give it to us. I don't know why. The bar raised, let's say, but
they didn't set the bar. They were the bar.
That was a fun year. We talked to like people that like worked on Voltron. Like Chachi got to skip the line to play the new GTA game. Like it was. I saw like this preview build of Max Payne 3 that they wouldn't let me film. I was like, wow, this is okay. I could get used to this. Then nobody lets us do it again. But I don't know. We're working on it.
It's fine.
I got it.
I think you can probably get it now.
I might have worked in for Impact Wrestling this past weekend. So, you know, honestly, why don't I just message the people I know at Impact Wrestling? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways.
Just don't mention Mike's name. That's all.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why I didn't get a response, because it was like, oh no, not this one. That's why we started. That's why we started applying for press credentials under the other podcast that we do for wrestling. So
wait,
just in case. What?
Are you saying you do a podcast about wrestling without
maybe they're more apt to give credentials to a wrestling podcast with the word news in the title and not mayhem.
Speaking of credentials, I have to show you guys this very generic email I got today.
Okay.
But I can't show you right now. But I will show you guys later. It was very generic from a local place this afternoon.
Was it from El Generico?
It was not, because you know he died in an orphanage saving a bunch of children.
Oh, is that what happened?
So it couldn't have been that generic.
Is this like an indie wrestling thing you're about this? Is this something why are we talking about this on air? I don't. Okay.
I'm confused.
It had nothing to do with indie wrestling.
Oh, okay. All
right.
I didn't know what. Okay, I don't know what's happening right now. You know what I do know that's
we'll
happening
save
right
for
now?
gold.
You know what I am excited about is
SummerSlam?
IndieWrestling.us, Renegade Wrestling Alliance this past weekend. We live streamed it on Twitch, guys. It was sort of a tech test to make sure that we had the technology to find internet in the West Newton Gymnasium, which is probably the most technology that town has seen ever. But anyways, enough of that. But it was a great time. RWA's Resurrection, which it was their first show in about 17 months. Red Velvet was there, not on the show, but beforehand. But on the show, we had Cody Deaner taking on J-Rock. Crazy Steve returned along with Gory to defend their RWA Tag Team Championships. Again, Deaner and J-Rock, by the way, was for the RWA title. We had a Renegade Rumble. We had the Rev Ron Hunt and Ryan Edmonds going at it yet again. We had your friend Jacob Edwin actually won the RWA No Limits title from one Bronco McBride.
I saw this. I will say congratulations, Jacob Edwin.
Mm-hmm.
What I also did not see in that picture was a diploma. So I will say congratulations. I acknowledge you as a champion.
I see.
I, however, will never acknowledge you as a professor.
As is. Well, he says he loves you too, Mike, when I talked to him. But
did that Disney loving son of a bitch Chris Taylor show up?
Yes, he did. Yes,
Excellent.
he did. You know, we talk about last night, and maybe we'll talk about it again a little later if Matt hops in here for the second half, about how Eddie Kingston I started calling the Tony Robbins of AEW, because it seemed like every night it was just like, hey, Eddie Kingston's going to come out and talk to the crowd. To liven us up, and I really think Chris Taylor is also that for RWA. He came out two times, as in he redid his entrance left and came back like that kind of deal. But it was fun to do that, and the cool thing was since we were streaming, we took it right off Twitch, of course, and it was right up for the VODs. And thank you everybody that already checking out the show. Just literally minutes after we were done with the live stream and checking that out. It's great to see RWA back. Always a good vibe when we're up there. Crazy crowd. I got to see Derek from Pro Wrestling Conquest was hanging out. I actually need to hit him up and say, so what did you think of that crowd there on Saturday night? Crazy as usual. Food fights ensued. It was a good time. It was good to see a lot of those faces that we haven't seen for 17, 18 months. In wrestling as well. Wheels, for instance. What's up, Wheels, out there that we got to catch up with. So, and yes, Dr. Feelbad too. But no, go check that out. IndieWrestling.us. It is already on the Indie Wrestling Network, and of course, you can pre-order your DVDs in production now over there. And stay tuned. Pro Wrestling Prospect Pro Wrestling, is coming up here the next Saturday on the 28th. That will be a part of course, all our VODs and network as well. We'll be doing the production, and maybe we'll be doing something special for that as well live, as we're expanding out, seeing what we can do in some of these buildings, so we can start doing some really cool things with indie wrestling in the area. And you everywhere, one of the first people that got to see the show, I noticed, was from Canada. Got to see some RWA. So Tina out there in Seattle, the Alexes in California, Brandon down there in KC. All you guys can check out some of this wrestling live, potentially, that we've been, of course, producing here in the area. So, Mike, I'm sorry, you were about to say something?
Eddie Kingston.
Yes, about Eddie Kingston.
I watched Elevation.
Okay.
I will now only tolerate AEW matches with Eddie Kingston and Tony Schiavone.
Really? Is that where we're at? I thought he was.
That's it.
I thought he was
Eddie
especially
Kingston
unhinged.
Was wonderful.
Isn't he?
He was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
See, all right. So I figured out something when watching Elevation,
mm-hmm.
and I figured out it's a main problem I have with a lot of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Commentary shouldn't sound like a podcast.
But that's kind of what I love about it.
No. Commentary should not sound like a podcast.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Like the stuff we do on here.
Mm-hmm.
If we did this during a live show,
so this scene,
we get shot.
I feel like we're rolling into that idea because we watched. Who did we watch? Jeez, I'm sorry. The GCW match. And it had oh God, I can't remember his name. The Juggalo. I remember. I don't remember the names. God, why can't I remember his name? Yeah, I've seen him in person so many times. But anyways, like I felt like is it like that where it's just like he's just kind of getting his shit in on commentary kind of thing, or that these guys? Do you feel like these guys are palling around too much? Because I find that endearing.
Big Show, when he wasn't shoehorning in insider terms.
Everybody. Also, I think.
No, but I hate. That.
Okay, no. I want to actually, because I noticed something on that too. I think Paul White forgets certain things are insider terms.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's too casual.
Right.
He treats it like it's a podcast.
Like he said something. He said something about selling up. Like somebody's selling up.
Snug and. Like
but
I don't need to hear this.
Nobody should ever say selling up on commentary. Like that is a wrestler term, right? That is not that is not for us guys.
Like even JR
and honestly, I think it's a slip. I thought that was a slip. I think he didn't realize what he was saying, and he's new.
I know, but I feel like there's no one back there with the cojones to produce anyone on commentary in AEW. Excalibur doesn't need it because he's seasoned enough.
Well, Excalibur is the one that but Excalibur. I mean, if you haven't been able to tell from commentary because they talk about it all the time, Excalibur is in their ear. Excalibur is the Vince McMahon correcting them.
I don't think he uses his position to pull rank and produce guys who have been in the business 10, 15 years longer than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like your Jerichos, like your Mark Henrys, like your Paul Whites,
okay,
like your JRs. Because I forget who it was on Rampage. Someone was talking about getting a shine up. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like it might not have been on Rampage. It might have even been on Dynamite, and it might have been JR. I'm like, yeah, we get it. He's doing a shine.
That's
fucking
weird.
Say that on commentary.
Yeah, that's weird that JR would be doing something. Somebody that's done this for so long for TV. That does seem odd.
But it's too casual. It's too casual. It's not
Mike.
But you're not there to have a conversation. If I wanted to listen to your podcast, I download it through fucking Podcast One.
Now let's roll back.
I'm there to get background on
let's
athletes and the storyline.
Let's roll back a moment, because how many times listening to commentary over the years, Gorilla and Bobby, Gorilla or Vincent and Ventura, how many times on commentary would they go off on these tangents?
Tangents are fine. Tangents are different.
Okay.
But when you're talking about the backstage stuff in wrestling, like you said, they slip because it's too casual.
Right. Well, because they don't
Gorilla and Heenan were professionals.
Okay.
Bobby Heenan,
broadcast journalists, if you will.
Exactly. Gorilla Monsoon would never say that Earthquake works a little snug.
No.
And they say that all the
and to be
time
fair,
on AEW, and it pisses me off.
I don't. And you know, the commentary is not perfect. The production's not perfect. There's things that they do, things I hear about potentially backstage that are like, oh, they do, like, they're that fast and loose with production kind of thing.
You can tell.
Like, yeah, you can tell that. But also that sloppiness to me is what makes it different from WWE's purely sanitized thing.
True.
So it goes back to, why do I like listening to podcasts? I like listening to podcasts because they're dirty. Not that they're filth, not that they're how they talk, but they're not perfect, that there's imperfections, that it's not this polished radio presentation, right? And their podcasts there are, of course, but especially back when we started, and we still do a similar style when we started, you know, and that's what you like about it. And I feel like that is the appeal there. Also, I don't think half the people think about commentary as much as we do that are watching. But still, to me, that's a plus. It's a minus, but it's a plus. To me.
No, for me, it turns me off to the whole product.
Okay.
It turns me off to the whole product because
you told me last night that you didn't like how the Seidel's waited on the apron for a sell or something like that.
They were waiting.
That seems wild to me. This is somebody.
They're waiting for 5 minutes while a triple team was happening. If I couldn't see them, it'd be a completely different story.
Okay.
If I couldn't see them,
and I was watching back to that.
But it's like they're watching and waiting. Like I can see you waiting, or even if they're waiting on the non-hard camera side.
Okay. Well, first of all,
because I understand you need to hit your mark.
Were they on the apron or were they outside?
They were on the outside.
They were on the outside,
peeking up over the apron.
Okay.
Like a fucking whack-a-mole.
Well, okay.
It was annoying.
Okay.
And it's very clear.
Wrestlers out there, tell me how that was supposed to happen, because last I knew Seidel trains people, so you know, and has been in the business for like 15 years. So, and apparently can't hide himself on TV that Mike is not annoyed at him. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer to this is. I don't know what the answer to this is. I watched the match in person and it didn't bother me.
But you weren't hard camera side.
It was no, I was on high. There's the hard cam over there. So there's that. But anyways, I mean, they're on the side they're supposed to be. The faces are supposed to be on the side.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But then they need a better way to time out when they come into their spot.
Okay. I mean, it's whatever they need to do for whatever was next, and the positioning. Who knows? Anyways, that's not worth 15 minutes of this podcast.
And also Jericho needs to shut the fuck up.
I haven't listened to any except for like mere moments on BTE, perhaps.
I'm honestly surprised.
He is absolutely terrible on color commentary.
Is he?
Fucking dog shit.
There's they give that lineup. There was too many fucking people at that table.
And they're all on for the first match. All 4 of them.
Yeah, no, are they on for the whole night?
Henry leaves. I forget if he comes back.
Henry leaves? Really? I thought he was
Henry leaves
the main
the backstage
guy.
interview with Christian.
Oh, that's right. That's right. This is like
I
Tony.
don't remember if he came back or not. It was honestly hard to tell because he was very soft spoken.
Yeah.
And Mark Henry was the best of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that right out the chute.
Also, remember, Henry does regular podcasting, so he's used to at least that aspect of it. So that might be part of it too.
But like
Jericho was doing his Fozzy voice. He's like, "Well, this is how this is gonna be, yeah." Like he was just being obnoxious as shit the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
I liked it when they were doing it during whenever they had to fill in during COVID times. But yeah, it seemed like, you know, I don't know if it would have come off the same on TV as it did in person if I listened to commentary, but you know, really happy with my experience in person. Of course, we talked about that a little bit last night.
In-person wrestling's always better. Almost always better. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be better.
Well, okay. I would say yes. I agree. Fundamentally, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But when I'm thinking AEW, I'm also thinking WWE because that's the comparison point. Because a big thing last night that I talked about was how I can't remember the last time that I had like jumped out of my seat to a finish. And when I say that, it's happened plenty of times on indies. Hell, that's almost happened while I'm sitting there switching a live show. So
that happened the last WWE show I was at.
What was the last WWE show you were at?
Granted, it was Mania.
Well, it's fucking Mania, dude.
But like,
it's
like it happens. You're not every show is gonna have a jump out of your seat finish.
No, but I haven't had one since 2001.
Well, maybe that's a you problem that you watch too much wrestling.
But WWE hasn't done that for me.
You haven't had one since 2001.
WWE hasn't satisfied me adequately in person since 2001.
I don't believe that's true.
I can't
WrestleMania 29 didn't satisfy you?
There was some experiential problems with that night.
Okay.
I was freezing. The person I was with didn't want to fucking be there.
Okay, because I was gonna say that was a good show.
I had a shit. It was a good show. I had a shitty experience at that show, and that's why I want so bad to go back to a WrestleMania.
But that's not the show's fault.
It's not the show's fault, no.
But then you can't say a blanket statement like that.
The fact is that it has not happened. I have not been satisfied since 2001 in person.
All right, we need a Dr. Ruth for wrestling for Sorg.
It's true. For all the Raws and SmackDowns and pay-per-views I've been to, nothing has had that moment for me since Kurt Angle won the title from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Maybe you just need to pick your shows better.
And this time it's the shows that come to Pittsburgh, Mike. Or the Rumble that I went to New York City for.
Oh, and you didn't get out your fucking seat when John Cena showed up? That's a bold-faced lie.
I don't think I did.
I guarantee
not to the effect that I did, where I almost punched Chachi in the face.
I guarantee that's a fucking lie.
No.
I guarantee that is a lie.
Nope. Can't remember the last time I almost threw myself from my seat on the balcony. No. Don't believe it. No.
Sorg, you're lying.
Can't tell you. Can't tell you.
Now you're lying to yourself.
Now I'm lying to myself. Okay.
You're straight up lying to yourself.
All right.
We need to get Chad. We need to get Remedy. We need to get Chachi.
You know what? While we're at it, I'm going to throw out there.
We all jumped up.
Fozzy? More controversial statements. Fozzy? Not a bad band.
I mean, their lead singer is a piece of shit, but okay.
Anyways.
Moon Goose McQueen, terrible person.
WWE dysfunction issue? What?
Yeah. WWE erectile dysfunction.
On that note,
for that.
You haven't gotten erect at a WWE show by standing up in a long time.
I can do my Dr. Phil voice. Oh, so tell me, when's the last time you've been satisfied?
2001.
That's your Mr. Mackey voice.
2001.
It's
Unforgiven.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Current feuds on Raw are bad. Okay?
It's easy, okay.
Even Marie's bad.
She's bad, okay. The whole product is just bad.
SmackDown is not too bad.
Pat McAfee, he's a fucking saint.
Fuck. I don't even know. I feel like we need to talk about SummerSlam, but I don't want to do that until after this next thing. Anything else? I got to go anywhere else but where we're going right now.
I did enjoy the rest of Dynamite.
Good. You're coming around.
Not Dynamite, Elevation.
Elevation? Good.
I am going to watch Dark.
Yes, Lee Moriarty. I understand. Lee and Dante Martin are Lee Moriarty and Dante Martin are the main event of tonight's Dark.
I'm gonna say it. full disclosure, this will be my first Lee Moriarty match.
Whoa. Well, I would not. Well,
no, it's fine. I'm aware he's not the focus in the show.
No.
Take it for what it is.
Yes. So probably you'll be able to express. We have this wonderful compilation on Indie Wrestling Network that I know you have a password for. So you can catch up on why.
Yes, Sorg, we've gone over this.
Yes.
I watch too much wrestling on my computer. I'm not going to watch that much extra.
Well, it is Chromecast compatible.
I don't have a Chromecast because I'm not 90, Sorg.
Do you what? Wait, 90? What the hell? No, 90
Who
year-olds.
uses Chromecast?
90-year-olds have Roku. Do you have a Roku?
No.
Do you have? What do you have?
Fire Stick.
You have a Fire Stick? Oh, it'll work. It'll cast. If you see the
All right,
little cast button, it'll work.
Sorg,
What I'm saying is, you can watch your Indie Wrestling Network on your TV.
And
I just put over the fucking network, man. Jesus Christ.
I will. No,
Like,
I'm saying that's great that it's easily accessible.
Hold on. Do I need to hit the button again? IndieWrestling.network. It's even good for Mad Mike.
No, I'll come up on the screen and I'll Vanna White it. I'm like, tin.
There you go. Now we've done our work.
Apparently, Lee's Twitter is permanently banned today.
So he got that too. So here's what's happening. Interesting is happening. Our buddy Ross Bourbon actually shared this because MV Young also lost his Twitter the other day.
I saw that. Yeah.
So here's what. Here's a tweet I read. I don't have any validity to this, but this may be something that affects wrestlers. If there's any wrestlers that listen to us, be aware of this. Apparently, when wrestlers are, so let's say cutting a promo on somebody and threatening violence in their wrestling match upcoming, perhaps.
My God.
Twitter is seeing that and flagging it as threatening language.
Are you
and
fucking
banning.
serious?
Mike, there's some other things going on in the world.
I'm aware of that, but Twitter doesn't ban Nazis.
I hope they do.
No, they don't.
But okay, maybe not the ones that we want them to. But anyways, but either way, they are definitely overcompensating for something. Just like I was earlier in this segment, and this is affecting, unfortunately, some of our wrestler friends. So
yeah, Killer Lady Frost was up there too, right?
No, Lady Frost was hacked. That was different.
Oh, okay.
She lost like all of her accounts somehow because somebody got into them. So that was another situation, unfortunately. So don't threaten playfully, I guess, is the rule today.
I literally threaten.
Somebody said
all the time,
here's something. Well, you could potentially get flagged. Is what I'm saying. So you need to be careful. So the suggestion that Ross had shared, if somebody else put, was if you're not already wrestlers, when you do your things, do video, because it's harder for them to see the language and have an AI pull that, right? That's the other thing too.
What if you put like hashtag parody or hashtag
well, that's the thing. Well, it was probably the language itself. We don't know what the criteria is that they're pulling from. Like, I haven't seen the tweets that have gotten flagged to see context. And unfortunately, if they're doing, like, remember a year ago, last summer when things were getting really crazy and all of our Twitter, social media, like, it felt like everybody was getting flagged for something innocuous, because they kind of turned the dial up on the AIs that are like seeing, certain phrases, understands that to be a bad phrase, but doesn't see the context around it that reframes it. So that's something, I mean, when we were, and in this world of wrestling where, perception, reality gets blurred on top of things, that doesn't make it easy for this. And let's be honest, wrestling Twitter is Twitter's least concern. And people are getting swept up for this. It's dumb. It's stupid. It sucks.
Know. It seems like a bigger concern if the people they are blocking and the people they're not blocking.
There's that. That's a conversation for another podcast that we're not doing tonight.
Yeah,
but no, I'm with you on that. No, I'm not saying. I'm
it's
not.
Probably just because of the traffic.
I'm not justifying. I'm just saying the reasons
Yeah,
it's
probably
happening.
just because of the
And
traffic.
and the
Those
things
tweets, yeah, because of all the retweets and stuff.
I'm also making sure people have an awareness that they don't get caught up in this and protect their brands that they've built, whether wrestler or otherwise, and things like that. So is very advisable not to do anything that can be perceived as threatening on these platforms, playfully or not. And I think that's what I think some of our friends who use a certain kind of language are getting caught up in this as well. So that's my thoughts on it. That's what may be happening. We should get Dutters in here to talk about it. But no, actually, it'll be a really interesting conversation to have. We actually have a social media jam thread over on our Sorgatron Media Slack, and I think it'd be interesting to get all those folks together to talk about what's happening with wrestling Twitter right now, because it is an issue, and we all kind of have to keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I know they don't ban that kind of stuff either. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of shit things that aren't getting taken
Basically,
care of.
the more popular are the more scrutinized your tweets are.
Listen, it sucks. It sucks. All we can do is put out positivity in the world and take care of each other, and be a good example for others.
Yes.
That's the short answer. So... but in the meantime, the other thing we can do is share pizza with each other. Our friends at Slice on Broadway, New York City style, Yinzer made, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, the North Hills. If you're not here in Pittsburgh, I know there's some of you guys out there. Please, as we encourage you to support independent professional wrestling all over the globe, we do ask you to support independent pizza shops. Usually the better ones anyways, So please get your pizza from somebody that doesn't have their name on an arena, especially our friends at Slice on Broadway. Although I'm thinking about making an offer to see if I can sell the naming rights to the studio. So, I mean, still, we're independent. They're independent. We can be independent together. Anyways, Slice on Broadway. Go check them out, sliceonbroadway.com. We're going to take a breather because we got a little deep for a moment, and then we're going to get deeper with some chatter after this break.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
a foot or an inch, yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in, yeah, I fight for every breath that I take.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning, and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Wrestling Mayhem show. I'm here and I'm feeling better. Well, that doesn't seem right after the last conversation. But we're chatting wrestling here with our friends, of course, Mad Mike up in Beacon, New York.
I just discovered that there is a Bash at the Beach box set complete with your own beach ball.
Oh, geez. Also with us is one Ronnie Starks.
Hello.
And also joining us for the next segment of the show is from Just Pro Wrestling News, the less threatening sounding of our podcast about wrestling, Mainstream Matt.
Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm tightening the bolts on an exciting project.
Oh.
A collaboration with our friend Antonio Garza from TheWrestlingRevolution.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to start to drop tomorrow. And it's going to be a ranking of the top 50 professional wrestlers aged 25 and younger.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Actually, yes, you are hearing it here first.
Yes!
So that's going to start rolling out tomorrow on
25
the
and under.
platforms of myself and of Garza. And if we have time, since I've been doing copious research, I have enough data. We can play a little game.
Okay.
If we have time at the end.
Okay, we'll see where we're at.
games.
We'll see
This
that.
sounds like fun.
I stumbled on the graphics in one of the template programs we use today, and I was like, "Ooh, these look good!" So I can't wait to start.
You unlocked that door, Sorg.
I did unlock that door.
That door for
I
me,
stumbled
so I
on
appreciate
it. I stumbled on it when I was doing my Fishing Without Bait cover art today. So I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Also, I had to go really far to go get my art because you did a lot of work in there. So, anyways, So, first of all, Matt, we got you here, and there was a special show that dropped Friday. We were, what did you do? Well, we were occupied with it was Saturday. Saturday we were occupied with RWA. But a couple of things happened. Actually, first let's talk about what happened in Mexico, and then we'll talk about what happened in LA. And I'm only interested in one thing that happened. Two things. Because
There's only one.
Sam Adonis did get punched in the face by a fan, and that was delightful.
Yes, there are two notable things that happened in Mexico City on
There was that.
There's three.
What's the third?
Thanos was defeated.
Okay.
Wait. There's four. Deonna Purrazzo won whatever that belt is in AAA.
Don't get carried away, Sorg. Let's not get
El Rey de
carried away.
Reinas, right?
Yeah, but I only know that because she got a picture with Kenny Omega.
Dude, Deonna Purrazzo would beat the crap out of Kenny Omega and take his title.
True. Also, as I learned, because I started watching Ever Rise's YouTube show today, I just started binging it, and Deonna Purrazzo, put your weights back or she's going to kick your ass at the gym. Anyways, the thing we're getting to, Matt.
Two notable things happened at TripleMania 29. First of all, a female fan slapped Sam Adonis in the face while he was making his entrance. I can only assume it was an ex-girlfriend. No, I'm just joking.
They found him. They found him.
Rudo de las Chicas. It's, you've got to live the gimmick, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The other notable thing that happened, Ric Flair chopped Kenny Omega.
Nothing else significant happened in that match.
Nothing else really significant happened.
So, although I was really entertained by, I watched BTE, and sorry, someone's making noises over here. I watched BTE, and they were like, "Oh, you lost the Christian, and now you got a job to Andrade tomorrow in Mexico for the Bucks." But anyways, No, it was. I did watch the match back, and it was a fun match. It was a fun match. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do with Andrade and Kenny, and what's coming up with AEW. Andrade and Pac, I'm really looking forward to with that. So and AAA just as wild with the advertisements in the background and camera shots as ever, it seems. So.
Oh my God!
It's a flavor all its own. So it's fun to watch.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Stephen Amell has come out with a new bottle of wine called Kayfabe.
Everybody's got wine. The Rock's got wine.
No, Stephen Amell has had wine.
Okay.
He has had wine. His
Stone
wine
Cold
company,
now?
Knocking Point, has been around for several years now.
Okay.
But the image of the wine bottle is him laying through a broken table that Christopher Daniels put him through.
What was it called again? Kayfabe?
It's called Kayfabe.
Kayfave or Kayfabe?
Kayfabe.
Okay. Stephen Amell wine, Kayfabe wine.
It's a red blend.
Hold on, we'll pull it up here in a second. And oh, jeez, what the hell? Hold on a second.
I kind of want to buy a bottle.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull this up. I need a moment.
Kind of want to buy a bottle.
Okay, there it is. There it is. There he is. Just knocked out.
Well, the quote on
That's
the bottle
fantastic.
is, "I tried to destroy Christopher Daniels by diving through a table. I missed."
Yes, that is. From Walla Walla Valley. Jeez.
I kind of want to buy it.
$27.
All right, I'm gonna buy it.
I think I might be too.
I'm
not making good
wine tasting on next week's Mayhem show.
Somebody send me a
Oh
link.
my God!
I don't even drink. I don't drink anything that doesn't have a wrestler on it. I haven't drank anything except for until Chest Flexor brought me Stone Cold IPAs, Broken Skull IPAs, and that's like literally the only beer I've drank in like a year. So, and there's one left in there for a rainy day.
See, I don't even drink wine, but
I generally don't know. But
Breaking news.
Yes.
Lee Moriarty's Twitter is back.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
But he has 1 follower and 0 following.
Oh, he started. No, wait. That's not back.
He may have started.
It's not back. It's still banned. It's restricted when it does that. We had problems with a bunch of accounts last summer when all that stuff was happening.
Okay.
So yeah, he's not fully back. So
that sucks.
Yeah. So unless it's a new account too, he could just start a new account. But anyways, yeah, more as it develops. Oh jeez, what is this? Free shipping, 10% off for subscribers, $8 flat rate shipping. So it's actually
you have to sign up
it's like
for
a
his
$35 bottle. Must be 20.
I just bought a bottle.
Oh, yeah. Next week he's gonna oh boy. We do have a lot of people coming in the studio next week. It may be appropriate for us to check. This is 2019, by the way. So, jeez. What were we talking about? Was there?
Well, red makes green, brother. Kayfabe. Because it is a red wine.
Oh, jeez. Matt, was there anything else from TripleMania? Ric Flair shows up.
It was a great show. I only saw the last 2 matches.
Okay.
They were lovely. It was AAA. It was TripleMania. It was everything that you kind of expected to see. Hopefully I'll get a chance to circle back. I at least wanted to see that 3-way tag match because Black Taurus's mystery partner turned out to be Brian Cage. Brian Cage tossing around fun lucha guys. Nice. Sounds fun.
The other show, and I've watched all but the last match on it so far. And New Japan had Resurgence. It was live on Fight with English commentary. You had to wait about a day to get it on New Japan World. I loved your comment. Your first comment on New Japan was that this is a gorgeous show.
Yes. For those of you who were not aware where they were holding this, there is apparently a venue outside the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. That's like the Olympic Stadium where Southern California Trojans play their football.
WrestleMania 7, I believe, was supposed to be there before they moved it indoors.
True story. And apparently they now have like a small concert venue outside called The Torch. And New Japan decided they were going to run this thing. I wasn't sure what this thing even looked like. But this is gorgeous. It basically looks like they set up their backyard wrestling show basically like right underneath the main entrance torch towering edifice of the LA Memorial Coliseum. It looks
really
beautiful.
Cool.
They lit it beautifully.
Yeah. At one point,
it just looked fantastic.
At one point, fireworks from another sports game of some sort in the distance was going off during the show, and they had to comment on it.
Those were New Japan's fireworks.
There were New Japan's.
Yes. If you check out Will Ospreay's Twitter, there's a picture of him inside the Coliseum posing with fireworks going off behind him. Those fireworks were for a Will Ospreay photo shoot inside the stadium.
No!
They shot him off during the match, which is brilliant.
Oh, man. New Japan is
on the tiers of, like, heelish, dickish moves. I mean, that's way high up there, so...
Oh no! I'm seeing if I can find it right now. But he's like, he's being a good soldier and shared a lot of stuff. But it was a wild show. I watched the Jay White and David Finlay match. It was great. I loved the standoff between the Good Brothers and the Guerrillas of Destiny. Mox teaming up with sorry, he slips my mind for the moment.
Yuji
Nagata, I knew you had that. Who appeared on who he fought on AEW not too long ago.
Right. And Ospreay's appearance was a total surprise.
Yes.
So yeah, New Japan didn't just run a show. This was kind of like this was a launch for their renewed efforts in the United States. And as we got into on Monday night, they are forging ahead. They are touring, and they are taking Jay White and Will Ospreay, and for at least some of these shows, Jon Moxley with them around the country. So they are clearing out of that studio down in Long Beach in short order, and they are getting down to business.
This is exciting. Again, here's a shot of how that amazing look, and there's Ospreay with the title because Ospreay is doing a complete Shawn Michaels, and he still has his IWGP, his real IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
The old I vacated the title and then I come back, and I'm like, no way, I'm still the title.
But
he's demanding that they declare Shingo Takagi an interim champion. He says he won't return to Japan until they declare Shingo an interim champion. So
I love the angle, and I hope it ends in a ladder match. So.
That's a rare one in New Japan, so
yeah.
I think you might have something there.
It seems like a wonderful idea.
It's a tale as old as time.
Yes.
Or at least a tale as old as 1995.
Oh man, a tale as old as WrestleMania 10. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
And also Ospreay is also. Tina pointed this out too. Ospreay is still toting around the Rev Pro. Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship too, and he's calling out Doug Williams. Remember that guy?
Oh, no. That used to be on Impact.
The British crew from the old TNA days.
I know who he is.
On that, Doug Williams retired, and I guess now he's coming out of retirement. So Ospreay cuts this promo and talks about how, well, I guess Doug Williams blew all his money because he had to come back to wrestling and he couldn't stay retired or something like that. So, yeah, Ospreay's, he loves to lean into this.
Yet another tale as old as time.
Yeah, exactly. So, the classics keep working. There's a reason. This is pro wrestling, not rocket science, people. So, so that's something else to look forward to.
Tina's asking about them coming back to California soon. That there is a event announced for San Jose coming up.
And they've got something in the works for the 2300 arena in Philly, and they are doing some other stuff in and around California. We'll see where else they stretch out, but they're doing business.
So you're saying we're going to Philadelphia for New Japan, yeah?
I might feel compelled to head out there for that.
Well, I mean, as it was, before COVID shut everything down, I was very interested in the idea of heading to was it New Japan in Madison Square Garden in August last year?
Yeah. Oh my God, the one that got canceled due to the pandemic. Yeah,
I had.
Yeah, you weren't the only one making plans for that one.
Yeah, I had that earmarked to go to for sure. So if that happens around again, Mike, we might be having a little bit of a meetup up your way. So
okay. And before we go too far past talking about Resurgence, we must mention Tomohiro Ishii versus Moose was just delightful.
I'm still in that, like, I don't know what it is, but I've been really like getting sold on Moose has been so hard for me, but I've always had these glimmers The couple times I've had to film him, I thought he was having great matches. When he had the championship match in Impact a couple months ago, but I'm still not like on the Moose train at all. But
I feel like something has definitely clicked for him very recently, and it's kind of started with that match against Rich Swann, one of those Impact shows recently. He's been awesome this year. So, yeah, I expect nothing but the best from Moose anymore, and Ishii is Ishii. Yeah, it was awesome.
So we're talking about, and real quick for that since they were asking, we are looking at Battle in the Valley with San Jose, November 13th and November 15th. What is it, Riverside Municipal Auditorium? I don't know where that is. It's not saying on the poster. So, but San Jose, Riverside. I presume that's like, in California or something. So, no, good to see that that's happening, and good to see that there's because I think one thing that's missing, especially unfortunately with COVID and everything, is something prominent on the West Coast for our friends over there. And obviously these guys.
Well, I mean, they are getting SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
It's fairly prominent.
I mean, clearly the people are starved for wrestling because they've sold like 45,000 tickets to SummerSlam. So these people are desperate. They'll go to anything.
This is true.
I mean, it clearly doesn't please him. So
yeah,
it's a lot of unsatisfied people. If you ask me,
SummerSlam looks like a stacked card.
I don't even know what the card is. So what is it? I have been just deaf to WWE. I've been watching some SmackDown. Raw is on, and that's all we can say. All I can really say about it.
That's their new slogan. Raw is on.
Raw is still here, I guess. So sell me on it. Why should I cancel my plans and go watch SummerSlam this year?
Well, you get to see a Fast and Furious movie live in
what?
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, two people from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you get
Roman
to see Jacob Toretto versus unnamed Samoan man.
Hobbs' cousin.
Hobbs' cousin. I'm pretty sure didn't have a name.
No.
We'll go with Roman Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Hobbs.
Roman Hobbs.
But I think the card is pretty stacked.
Okay.
Top to bottom.
Tell me more.
All right, we got the Raw Women's title. We got Nikki ASH, Charlotte, and Rhea. They've interacted a lot, but the match is gonna be good. You got Roman and the aforementioned John Cena. Lashley and Goldberg, which will be 5 minutes of just sheer fuckery. And keep in mind, there is also a potential for a cash-in during either of those last two matches.
Right.
With Big E going after Goldberg. It's entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Usos versus the Mysterios. And hopefully the rise of Dominic Guerrero. Bianca versus Sasha.
Hold on. Roll back a second. My favorite thing from the weekend, or from last week, which I think aired last night on Elevation, Luther yelling to Sammy Guevara that he's his least favorite Guerrero.
No, he's like, you're the worst Guevara in your family.
No, he said Guerrero.
No, he said Guevara. Because Eddie.
Matt, you were there for that. I swear, somebody said he said Guerrero.
I'm really sorry, Sorg. All I heard from Luther was just high-pitched shrieking.
That's
I didn't
true,
really
too.
make out anything. But in case it didn't get mentioned earlier, prior to tonight's Dark, Luther chose handsome Cole Carter from West Virginia.
He's so
Independence
ugly
Star down there
He's
to
so
be their
ugly.
partner in a trios match, and Luther chose him because he is the ugliest man he's ever seen. So, sorry, Cole.
If you don't know Cole Carter. Yeah.
Cole Carter.
Yeah, Cole Carter.
Hey, Roman Reigns' character did have a name in Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
It was Mateo.
That doesn't seem right.
Roman Hobbs sounds way better.
Mateo Hobbs. Okay.
All right.
Sure.
All right, but anyway, back to the SummerSlam card. You got Bianca versus Sasha. We hope.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. given what's happened over the weekend with house shows, and we don't know what's going on.
What is Tina asking if Corbin still has the briefcase?
Corbin stole the briefcase from Big E.
No.
Like, just swiped it.
No.
And just in case you're unfamiliar with WWE law, possession is everything.
God, we need to get
John Cena.
Stealing
Finn Balor's contract and signing it for himself.
We definitely need David Lawless on to cover this kind of stuff, and yeah, support this. So tell me.
But I have a feeling we'll probably also see a Big E versus Dirty Shirty Corbin maybe on the pre-show.
Dirty Shirty, I love it.
Dirty Shirty Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
We have Edge versus Seth Rollins,
mm-hmm.
which is going to be an ass kicker of a match.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus versus Damian Priest, another ass kicker of a match.
Okay.
Drew versus Jinder,
mm-hmm.
which you need an opener.
Mm-hmm. Someone's going to get stabbed.
Someone's going to get stabbed through the heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great. Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. That'll be interesting. And AJ Styles and Omos versus RK Bro. I mean, that's a stacked card.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very stacked card. And we say what we will about the week to week. There's decent story behind each and every one of those matches.
Oh yeah, I show up for a pay-per-view.
There's decent story behind each and every one of those matches. Like,
no, that's fine. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. We hope. We'll have my wrestle day on Monday after the wrestle weekend.
Hey, WWE, big stadium. Nobody's going to be complaining. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it won't be too long. I think we'll be okay.
And again,
I have high hopes.
That's not your only choice, of course. There's Ring of Honor that weekend. There's Impact Wrestling. We do have the Impact Championship, new champion Christian Cage against Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler, as the main event for that show.
The Major Cousins explode.
The Major Cousins? Wait, what?
Because he was an Edgehead. Edge and Christian are brothers.
A little bit of separate. Yeah, okay, I got you.
No. I feel like Cousins works.
And then also Ring of Honor is in Death by Dishonor? No, Glory by Honor in Philadelphia. 2 days. That's going to be Friday and Saturday. Basically, they're doing everything in Philadelphia at this point, right? Do we have a card?
Yeah, they've kind of turned that into their home base.
Yeah, it was like
so
the place we could still
you got
run.
2 nights of Glory by Honor.
Yeah,
Friday and Saturday, and then you have AEW's running a small show somewhere in the city of Chicago on Friday night, which may or may not be televised.
May or may not be televised, right?
We'll find out.
So
hopefully they got some big names for that show.
I was just curious about
Friday night'll be tough.
The ROH lineup. Taven and Vincent are having a cage match on which one am I looking at? This is night 2 that we're looking at. Violence Eliminated.
They are
Foundation.
putting Taven's unfulfilled rematch for the ROH World Championship on the line in that match.
Really? How long has he been holding on to that?
Seems like years.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Danhausen, Dalton Castle, Shane Taylor Promotions against we were excited about this a couple weeks ago. Incoherence with Delirious Frightmare and Hallow Wicked. We got some women's action with Chelsea Green and Willow against Roxy and Miranda Elise. I'm not familiar with them, but I haven't been watching the women's tournament. So it looks like
that Roxy from like Impact era on Roxy? Like,
no, this is Roxy. So. Roxy is a 19-year-old, and she's pretty good. Definitely for her age and experience, coming a long way. Miranda Alice is also pretty good. Again, another younger talent. So I'm happy to see ROH kind of moving in that direction with the women's division. It's all a question of how many they can keep into the fold and how much they can push
Did
them.
you just lose your lights?
Honey! Thank you. We got jokes here, so.
Oh, that's great. And on night 1, they got.
I thought that meant Sting was.
World Championship Flip Gordon versus the champion Bandito. Pure Championship is Jonathan Gresham and Rhett Titus. That's gonna be fun. And let's see anything else. Brian Johnson's EC3. I know Brian Johnson's a favorite of yours there, Matt.
I dig him.
And there's a 6-man Mayhem. I don't know Dominic Flamita, PJ Back, Dak Draper, we know him. Eli Easom, who I've seen. Danhausen and Mike Bennett, and Ray Horse and Silas Young. That seems random. So,
And Sorg, there is another show this weekend too.
Warrior Wrestling. I will be there Saturday night.
Not the one I was talking about.
No, we do have one Jay White, whoever that is, against Sam Adonis, and it'll be a part of that. Kylie Ray and Thunder Rosa. Evo Uno is on the card. Brian Cage is in a 6-man where he's going to destroy everybody, including TJP and 5 from Dark Order.
Alan 5 Angels.
Alan 5 Angels. What is Beastman? Oh, what was it? Beastman and I need to check that. It's something wild.
Was it Beastman and Warhorse?
Beastman versus Warhorse.
I feel like I saw that somewhere.
Yes, I saw that pop up,
Okay.
and I didn't think I saw that on the full card tweets, and I forgot that he told me about that one. So very excited for that. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff.
That wasn't the show I was talking about.
No, really?
What show were you talking about?
Yeah, what show are you talking about?
Takeover.
Oh yeah.
Easy to forget.
Because
I'm 2 weeks behind on NXT.
not when you hear this card.
What?
All right.
Walter versus Dragunov 2.
Mm-hmm.
Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The in-ring return of Samoa Joe. Thank God. Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes for the $1 Million Championship. Which, by the way, if Grimes wins this and Baron Corbin doesn't go to NXT to try and win the $1 Million Championship, what the fuck are we even doing?
Mm-hmm.
You also have to throw in that.
I'm
loses,
about
Ted
and
DiBiase has to become LA Knight's butler.
Yes.
So, when's Virgil showing up?
I think
Feels imminent.
I feel like they've been saving
Never.
Virgil.
I feel like they've been saving
I
him.
feel like they've been saving him for Takeover.
We don't need Virgil.
I saw enough of Virgil 2 days ago. Okay.
I would not. Would it shock me if Virgil shows up to cost LA Knight the title? No, it would not.
Yeah.
No, it would not. It would
last
not
time I had a
shock me in the
conversation.
least. It wouldn't shock me in the least if that was what was going to happen. And the main event, I'm assuming, the undisputed finale, Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. 2 out of 3 falls, each fall, different kind of match. Normal match, street fight, and steel cage if necessary.
If necessary.
It's always necessary. Let's be honest. But,
and they're going to use that cool.
Be a good show too.
It's going to be the cool fold down cage thing that they do there.
Yeah,
I like it. Matt, let's play a game.
Yeah, let's play a game.
Games.
That's right.
Who
All
loves
right.
a game?
One more time, I'm going to pimp this out. Just Pro Wrestling News and TheWrestlingRevolution.com are collaborating, and we have painstaking. This has been in the work for months, literally months. This has been in the works, and starting tomorrow, Wednesday, we will begin unveiling our list of the top 50 professional wrestlers in the world, age 25 or younger. So, copious research was done on this. And I found a little factoid. We're going to do a little pop quiz, and I'm going to ask for you if any of you can name someone who has had a singles one-on-one match for a championship at WrestleMania when they were age 25 or younger. Okay? I'm going to make sure I'm very clear on this.
I got one.
They were 25 or younger and had a one-on-one championship match at WrestleMania. This has happened 9 times. There are 9 names on this list that I
really?
found.
Wow, 9 times.
I feel like
little clue, as you might suspect, since this came up in the research I was doing for a list of people who are currently 25 and under, yes, one of those names is very recent. The others, you're gonna have to dig back a smidge, or a lot.
I want to
said too much.
I want to say Brock Lesnar.
You're correct on that one.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Brock Lesnar. That's WrestleMania 19.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he is 25 on the nose. So.
Was Randy?
No, never for Randy. Sorry.
No. Yeah, no, this is just a title match, not a world title match necessarily, right?
This is any title.
That's
was
different.
Dwayne one of them?
Indeed, Dwayne did it twice. Had 2, WrestleMania 13 and 14.
Nicholas.
That
wasn't a one-on-one match.
That's an excellent guess, but that's not a one-on-one match.
Oh, hey, sorry.
It wasn't a one-on-one match.
Sorry, you went into the titles, so that's where my head went. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So far we've got Brock Lesnar and The Rock. The rest of these are not going to be easy, but one of them you guys should definitely get.
So there's 6 left?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
Okay.
There were 9 names.
I didn't know if you were
list.
counting The Rock as.
Oh,
2
no, I
entries.
wasn't counting him doing it twice.
Okay. Oh, man. Singles
There's
match
another
at
person.
WrestleMania.
There was another person on this list who's done it twice. Only 2 people have done it twice.
So like Intercontinental titles and stuff too, right? Like that.
Those
Those
all
are
that stuff.
okay.
2 people have done it twice.
Some of these
else?
titles are no longer active.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
So the European title comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't.
Oh, Shane.
Nope. Sorry.
Really?
Nope. Wasn't young enough. Good guess. Good guess.
Was it Christian versus DDP?
Nope. Another good guess.
Can't think of anybody else who would have been younger.
Wow. This is. Oh, this is a good brain.
We're not even thinking women.
I love this game.
Paige. It's gonna hurt when you hear these because
Paige may be my
these are
favorite
tough names.
game.
Most of these are very tough.
Well, what about Paige?
Singles. Oh, that's a good one.
Paige. No. Paige never had a one-on-one title match.
Yeah, she did not.
At a Mania.
AJ Lee. No, she didn't have one either.
She didn't have one either. But
never mind.
I'm not sure. I didn't look into her age, but
no, but she never had a one-on-one match.
I'm gonna give you a couple more guesses. I'm gonna start feeding you WrestleManias to see if you can pull this off.
Oh, okay.
Cody Rhodes?
No, but another good guess.
That's a good guess.
Sasha Banks.
Oh man.
Sasha Banks?
No. She also has She only this most recent WrestleMania was her first one-on-one championship match.
She's only 29, so
yeah.
What about Rhea?
Yes, Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea's
definitely one. Yeah.
Rhea is the other one who has done it twice. She's done it back-to-back years.
Yeah.
So now you got 3. Good job, Ron.
Okay. Good job, Ronnie.
All right, now I'm gonna start feeding you WrestleMania.
Hold on. Let me get one more guess before you feed us.
Wait, hold on. We're doing chat room's trying. Nope. Nice tries on all these. Nope. Cena, no. Sorry. Bianca, no. Older than you think, Bianca. Braun, no. Sorry, Braun's older than.
I'm gonna say Murphy.
No.
Damn.
Nice guess.
Damn.
Nice one. Yeah.
I thought I had that one.
Digging
Okay.
deep.
Okay.
All right, you ready for some clues? All right,
Yes.
we're going to have to go way back because the most recent occasion of this happening, outside of Rhea Ripley, you would have to go all the way back to the last time it happened was at WrestleMania 21.
Wow, really?
That before Rhea Ripley, that was the last time an individual competed in a one-on-one championship match. Oh, I'm sorry, an individual aged 25 or younger competed in a one-on-one championship match at a WrestleMania. Was at
Hot
WrestleMania
diggity
21.
daffodils. Hot diggity daffodils. That's a while ago.
It's been a minute.
Wow, and that's the most recent outside of Rhea. That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody wants to go and check my work, feel free. But
no, I
worked
believe
this over
you.
pretty good.
I believe that's wild.
Keebler?
It makes sense.
Keebler?
No.
Who?
Stacy Keebler?
No. Great guess, though. Great guess. But she definitely would have made the cut. But I don't think she got the one-on-one match.
Wait, it's not Trish, is it?
No, it's not Trish.
Okay.
She was close, but
yeah, I was gonna say
she got into some of the 3-ways early on. By the time she was doing one-on-ones,
yeah,
she aged out.
yeah, a little bit. All right. Wow, that's.
I'll give you another WrestleMania.
Is one of them Taka?
Yes, Taka Michinoku is one of them. Yes, well done.
He's already won the light heavyweight title.
Would Aguila be the other? Would Aguila be?
Aguila is the other one. Yes.
Bam.
Good
Wow.
one. Yes. WrestleMania 14, one-on-one. Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
Papi Chulo. He was only like 20 years old at that Mania. Okay, so yeah, we still have one at WrestleMania 21.
Okay.
Another one happened at WrestleMania 18. And then it's gonna get rough for you guys. WrestleMania 2 and WrestleMania 1.
Christy Hemme?
Christy Hemme is correct,
Nice,
Sorg. Well
Sorg.
done, WrestleMania
Nice.
21. Good job, Sorg. So you guys are doing it. You're doing it. The brain power is unbelievable.
Wow. Okay, so we have WrestleMania 2,
WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania
2.
2, and WrestleMania 18. Those are the three outstanding individuals.
Lalani Kai.
No.
Wendy
But you're
Richter.
on the right track. Yes,
Wendy Richter.
is
Oh,
one
that's
of them.
right. She's the one that.
WrestleMania 1.
That's right. I got the
It
wrong
was
one.
one of the others.
That's the one I meant. That's the one I meant.
All right, so WrestleMania 2 and what other WrestleMania?
The one at
WrestleMania
WrestleMania
2
1.
and WrestleMania 18.
Okay, 2 and 18.
2 and 18.
18 should be easy, but
You have so it's foggy. It's one of those foggy WrestleManias where you're
18.
like, I remember it, but I don't. You know, it's like
Was Jeff Hardy in singles yet?
no.
no, it's
No?
not gonna be Jeff
Okay.
Hardy. That's a good guess.
Huh.
Because Jeff definitely won a title before he was 25, a singles title. But
Yeah,
it
if
wasn't
we were
at-
looping
wasn't
in
at Mania.
multi-mans and tag team stuff, you would definitely have Jeff Hardy on this list.
Yeah.
When did Maven win the hardcore title?
Maven is
I was
correct.
thinking of that,
Sorry,
yeah.
You've done it. You
Yeah.
are good at this.
Yeah, because every hardcore match was an individual match.
This was a real match, though. It was Maven versus Goldust at that.
Oh boy.
I thought that,
For the hardcore title.
Yeah, for the hardcore title. That
I
was a
thought
real
that was
match.
I thought that was a triple threat.
I think they went into the popcorn stands or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you can double check
Oh,
on
that
that
was
one. if
that
you want.
one.
But yes,
Yeah.
I did have
Jeez.
Maven on this list. You got one left.
Oh,
WrestleMania
jeez.
2. We all remember WrestleMania 2.
Mm-hmm.
There were not a lot of titles back then, so I mean,
No.
it should be theoretically pretty easy.
Yeah.
Is it Velvet McIntyre?
It is Velvet McIntyre.
Yeah.
Did you look this up on the internet, Sorg?
I just looked at
Good
the
job.
card. I
You fucking cheater.
looked at the card,
You looked at
Alright.
the card.
and I'm like, there's
Kinda-
no
kinda
way.
jumps out. 'cause
There's
you know
no
it's
way
Homo, right?
in the 80s they ever booked a woman over 25
Yeah,
because
Matt,
it was the
Matt,
80s.
You were right. It was a one-on-one match. I was just confused because I know
Or-
Spike interfered.
Like, I mean, other than
So I didn't remember if Spike was a part of the match or not.
I mean, other than I'm saying, other than Fabulous Moolah, they probably didn't book any women over
No,
25.
they legitimately didn't
No,
because Fabulous Moolah was getting all of the women.
There was now we know why, but anyway, there was.
Oh, Dark Side of the Ring really clear.
Oh, did they do that? Oh, okay.
It's
I
out there now.
I
No
got
need to,
a DVR collecting all the Dark Side of the Rings, and I'm waiting for ones that I haven't seen. So
Sorg, just wait till a day where you want to be really, really sad.
yeah, that's the other thing. It's just like I don't want to hate wrestling, so I don't know if I want to watch this today. So
Well, you guys blew me away. I did not think you guys had a prayer of getting more than half of these. But just to recap, here are the individuals who, at the age of 25 or under, have had a one-on-one championship match at a WrestleMania. Wendy Richter, Velvet McIntyre, The Rock. I believe he was Mr. Aguila. I want to make sure I'm correct on that one. Taka Michinoku, Maven, Brock Lesnar, Christy Hemme, and Rhea Ripley.
I think the youngest person to be a champion at WrestleMania though is Sylvan. Besides Nicholas, I'm not counting Nicholas because that's
we should always count Nicholas.
neither here nor there.
By the way,
but I think Sylvan was the youngest before Nicholas.
help me on this because I do have several recorded Dark Side of the Rings because apparently they play them all the damn time on Vice. Dynamite Kid, Becoming Warrior, Ultraviolence of Nick Gage, gotta watch that one, and the Collision in Korea.
Those are all the new ones I haven't seen.
Are they all new ones? Okay, good.
Collision in Korea was wild.
Yeah, I might look at those. That's just about that WCW show that happened over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like Ric Flair talked about it in his book. Is there more? But there has to be more if they did one of these. So, anyways. Well,
that was a fun game.
That was a fun game. So, leading into Just Pro Wrestling News, watch the social media, thewrestlingrevolution.com, and look for the top 50 under 25 happening there. You're surprised? Because I remember I shout out names, and I'm like, oh, they just didn't make the cut. Was a lot of the discussions that we were having too. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Guys, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh God, I learned Bobby Lashley's a mastermind.
Oh,
I watched the Broken Skull session.
Mm-hmm.
With Bobby Lashley, which by the way was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It probably one of the best sessions Austin's had. Bobby Lashley was the one who came up with the idea for the Hurt Business.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was doing MMA, one of his MMA trainers had used Hurt Business like as part of their language and everything. And he was like, yeah, I want to make a stable, but I know I can't pitch it to them all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be a gradual thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he went through step by step of everything that he went through. And he's like, yeah, we were just trying to get anyone we could, and we were going to see who the office would let us get.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were legitimately trying to get Apollo in it. They were trying to get Ricochet in it. And it was like, whoever they would let us get is who we ended up getting.
That's cool.
The whole thing he tells is really fascinating.
Regardless of stuff happening on TV, well, actually, I think his run has been really good. I hate that they broke up their Hurt Business so early, of course, yes. But like good on and Bobby Lashley. Not what I learned necessarily, but he had a really good tweet message to everybody that was let go, like kind of a work hard or because he's somebody that this has happened to, right? He was let go, he did other stuff, got better, and came back as a valuable player for WWE. I think that's the thing. Any of these people that get let go, it's like, partially stick it to them for letting you go and show them how they're wrong and your potential. John Hannigan did the same thing, right? Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is another one, but John Morrison as well. He left, did acting, got acting lessons because he knew that his promo on air was not the best, right? Worked other places, built himself back up as a commodity, and got rehired. Like a lot of these do this. You gotta if you're not able to show your worth there, you can go do the work, and I think a lot of these guys were also recommended this when like Jim Ross would let them go or something like that, right? It's just like go, keep working, you'll be back. Is a lot of the things. So
the only thing that is like I still want to see this happen with a female wrestler that's let go. Because
okay,
that is a little harder to do.
Yeah.
I can think of at least one example of this happening off the top of my head, and that was Mickie James. But you're right.
Yeah, but Mickie
Pretty
James,
rare.
like, she came back, but was never given a run. You know what I mean? Like,
no. But wait. When you're talking about WWE at large, but she was brought back straight into a title match with Asuka. It was a little bit of a feature match situation, but still, like I feel there's value to that.
I know,
right?
but the guys we're talking about, McIntyre, Lashley, they're brought back and given runs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why I want to see. I want to see that for some female release talent because there is a double standard there.
Yeah, there is, and I think Mickey's your closest to that. But also Mickie, I consider has the equivalent given the landscape of that division. Does that make sense?
But that's not that's not what we're looking for. She's the equivalent of what Morrison's been doing.
Well, she left and she came back and she had value and got rehired and did significant women's division things. But also it's around when other significant women's division things were happening, and she helped put over newer girls like Alexa Bliss and
honestly,
stuff like that.
I think Beth has had better resurgence than Mickie James, and Beth hasn't even really been in the ring.
Yeah, well, Beth wasn't a left, and Beth like basically retired and came back. So that's she left to be a mother and came back. True. That's a whole different thing.
Mickie is mother too now.
Yes, of course.
And Mickie was. Beth's appearances since her, quote unquote return have been kind of one-offs. Mickey was consistently on TV. She wasn't wrestling every week, but she was paired with Alexa.
She did that. They tried her hand at commentary for a little bit, too, and stuff. Like she came in strong. I
know, but I still want to see someone come back.
It's also, it's not like Lashley and McIntyre were overnight successes back with the company. Like both of them were back for a year or two before they got their belts.
I mean, McIntyre got tag titles. He got US title.
You know what doesn't matter in WWE? Anything other than the top couple of belts in both divisions.
I don't think that's true.
I'm sorry. We let go the North American champion 2 weeks after he lost the belt.
That wasn't the call of the person who gave him the North American championship.
Oh, who's it? But
that wasn't that guy's
listen,
fault.
how many people have walked off the street and were given an Intercontinental title? You want to know why it's not as special as Mr. Perfect's days? It's because somebody out of the crowd.
The only person I can think of that walked off the street and was given the title was Santino.
That's exactly who I'm talking about. But how many people?
That's one person.
But how many people have debuted and were given a title? Carlito, guys like that. It's like they've devalued it so much by doing shit like that over the years. And like I don't care. Like Shinsuke, it doesn't matter that he won the belt to me. Shinsuke's doing great things. He's walking around with another piece of gold. Whatever. Cool. Good for him. But glad to see Shinsuke doing things. But it doesn't yes, he's the Intercontinental title. It's like, all right, he's got the belt. Who's got the belt? Is Sheamus still have that other one? It's the U.S. title, right? He's still wearing that stupid thing on his face? Okay. All right.
Are you still doing this gimmick?
What?
Are you still doing this gimmick?
What?
were you screaming to no one?
No, there's somebody outside I was yelling at.
I can't help but think back, and Sorg, you were there with me. Must have like 5 or 6 years ago. We were at the Arnold Classic out in Columbus, Ohio, and NXT was out there doing putting on some shows. We saw Bobby Lashley there.
Yes, we did.
Bobby Lashley was not in WWE. I don't even know if he was in Impact.
He was saying hi to his friends.
He was saying hi to his friends. I mean, he was, he was fine, but he was just there. He was just a guy in the crowd,
just a dude.
Bobby Lashley ain't just walking around anywhere anymore. So it's amazing to see like that is a long grind to get all the way back.
He had
to go through Impact. He had to, get back into WWE to go through all this stuff.
He had to go through that Lana storyline.
He had to go through the Lana storyline. There was this whole thing where he got paired with Leo Rush. He was showing his butt cheeks to the crowd. Everyone remembers this now.
Lashley.
My man.
You know what?
My man.
Leo and Bobby Lashley.
God. I love it. I love it. Man, Leo Rush.
Hurry back.
Man.
He did pop up the other day. So, power struggle. What power struggle? Any opinions on the power struggle? Are we
what she's talking about? Yeah, Uncle Paul was losing it. What else do you want to know?
What?
Yeah.
Is that
not going very well?
Okay.
Yeah,
WWE's about.
That's part of the reason it's hard to get excited about Takeover.
I can.
Well, I'm sure that the wrestling will be fine.
Because we all.
Hold on.
But it's got a cloud hanging over.
Hold the fuck on.
Here we go.
You tell me all the time, but it has great wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't use one argument.
I just said that this show will have good wrestling too.
But get excited, Matt. Get excited. It's good wrestling. Watch it and enjoy it.
I'm going to need a more specific take because I like a lot of wrestling, Mad Mike, and you should try enjoying it too.
I have tried.
Mm-hmm.
Commentary
Your heart is made
way
of
out of it.
Stone.
Commentary takes me way out of it. You missed the first half of the show.
No, I didn't. I
was
listening.
Busy. He was busy.
Okay.
He was busy.
You think I'm going to defend that? Clint Bobsky going wild? Nah, probably not.
God, Clint Bobsky.
That's what he was doing, right?
Yeah,
he was doing Clint Bobsky. That's all he's doing.
I wish, because that was funny.
That's because it was only for like 30 seconds.
What's happening?
This was for an hour.
Sorg, Clint Bobsky was Jericho's character in Southwest Regional Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Southpaw, yeah.
Mid. What was that called again?
Oh wait,
NXT
is going back to tape shows.
For a little bit, yeah.
Is there a reason given?
I have no idea.
Huh? That's not.
I have no idea. Like, I would imagine it might be COVID related, but I don't know.
That doesn't seem like a good sign.
I mean, I think a lot of places are going to go back to tape shows pretty soon. I think a lot of places
I
are
don't know how
going
taping the show changes it one way or the other. I mean, you still have to get everyone together.
Well, if you tape it in the studio.
Well, they're already
going to do it without a
studio.
crowd there. But
they're already doing it in the studio.
I think crowds aren't going to be lasting the rest of the year.
Oh, you think we're going to have another?
Yeah.
Interesting.
New York City is already implementing.
Oh, here we go.
You have to be fully vaccinated for indoor venues.
Yes,
and masks,
and a lot of things with Ticketmaster and some other things are doing the same thing.
Yep.
So I don't think crowds are going to go away. I think you're just going to see more of those restrictions for people because these places are going to want to, wrestling included, are going to want to continue to have crowds and make money, and by having crowds and making money and having less liability for doing so means that they have vaccine and testing mandates as a private company, then that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So
I don't think crowds will last for the rest of the year.
I think they are just going to. No, I think billionaires will find a way. Anyways,
I don't think they don't want to go back.
No,
I mean,
no.
This is like, this is.
They may not have a choice
until.
If they're not given
they may
a
not
choice,
have a
then
choice.
they won't be able to.
Listen,
but I don't.
Listen. Until the COVID Lambda variant starts melting people's faces, we're not going back to lockdown. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what because
Sorg just spoke it into existence. So when it happens,
because people have money to make, and if people. If they can make their rules to make sure that happens, quote unquote, safety, or at least less litigiously on them, then they're going to do it, so they can keep making money. That's what's going to happen. So, and it's up to you.
You know, capitalism sucks. And when
not
there's
great.
money at stake, bad decisions are made. We already saw bad decisions being made when this stupid thing was getting started, and nobody wanted to, put a foot down and kind of drag this thing out.
Mm-hmm.
I still say
now everyone's out of their masks, and then
yes,
probably put the mask back.
I'm glad we waited till late show to get on our soapbox, but anyways, that's enough of that. Ronnie Starks, what'd you learn from wrestling this week? We didn't really talk.
Enjoying the show.
Ronnie might have fallen asleep.
Ronnie
just enjoying the show.
Ronnie just sat back and forgot that he's not on the Facebook watching the show, and he's just.
I was just literally sitting here listening.
Ronnie, sit up and get some posture going.
That's right. Because he's in watch mode. He's just like, I'm just in the Facebook chat.
Don't get up for me.
No, I'm up now, you bastards. Jesus Christ. What did I learn from wrestling this week?
Yeah, what'd you learn from your live AEW experience?
I learned that professional wrestling is alive and well in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Because despite what people say, Pittsburgh, yeah. Yes. DMD, baby. I love Britt Baker. Despite what people say, WWE fans, and how WWE doesn't think Pittsburgh is a prime town to have good shows, like Raw and SmackDown, fucking WWE. Pittsburgh wrestling is alive and well with AEW.
I learned. Good.
I mean, in fairness, the crowd here in Pittsburgh has burned them a few times.
Yes, they have.
And it also helps when your company has a couple very prolific stars from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. It helps.
It helps. It helps a little bit.
So,
like when one of your major champions comes out to main event your show wearing spangly jackets, showcasing all of the local sports teams, that usually helps things.
Mm-hmm.
And also doesn't lose in their hometown. That helps too.
That helps too.
Yeah.
So I think it was speaking on that. Maybe not what I learned so much. I'll get into that in a moment. But I think this is well illustrated as we go back to a tweet from the former promoter of the real IWC, Norm Connors. As a former promoter, the thing that stood out to me that was most about AEW last night was the feeling of positive energy. A promoter, Tony Khan, that looks like he's having the time of his life. Wow, guys, I'm glad you're all here. Wrestlers having the time of their lives, fan having the time of their lives, love it. Nobody looked like they had a bad day at work that day is my take on it. We kind of make that joke because if you've not been to a recent live AEW show, Tony Khan comes out and is any of us with a mic in our hand that seems surprised that 5,000 people are looking at them. So we were joking, like coming in on Friday, we're like, wow, guys, glad you're here. Fantastic, wow,
I can't believe you're all here.
I can't believe you're all here.
Great crowd. You're all so great.
Great crowd.
Can't believe it.
Great crowd. Who wants to book a show? And
I need an opponent for Sammy. Help me out.
Is that a legitimate offer? Because I would have jumped.
Whoa, no. The first day, because they had the last two, they had a couple matches after Dynamite, like they did before for Dark. The Sammy match from Dark or from Elevation, I'm sorry, and the Lucha Brothers H2O, and I think. Like, hey, guy, hey, we got to book a couple matches. How do you put it? It was like, hey, who wants to see Sammy Guevara in a match later? All right, let's book it.
He's like, hey, I was in the back working on the card.
Yeah.
And what do you guys want to see?
Yeah, the idea that we're about to go to Dynamite and we still don't know what the main event after Dynamite is, and we just booked it with the crowd is, whatever. But yeah, so fucking carny. But anyway, it was great. It was fun. No, it was seriously, because I think they did a good job with that. And again, like as I said, the Tony Robbins of AEW, Kingston, and also watch his promo from AAW. Our boy Rob was actually on camera for that up there in Chicago for AAW when Eddie Kingston had that speech afterwards. Like the thing about if wrestling isn't working for you, punch it in the throat and keep going is the best motivational line that I've shared on Twitter in a while. So it's just great. Again, they're just like everybody will listen to Eddie Kingston. Go talk to the crowd for 5 minutes while we're waiting to go to the live. Kind of thing. So, and even as that live production, it's so much more loose. There was like weird technical glitches when they're going into the first match, and I'm watching the screen glitch and stuff. So I don't feel bad about the stuff I do when things don't go right at an MMA or wrestling show that's live on Fight that we're doing. But like it is looser, and Justin Roberts is just out there reading signs and saying hello to people between every dark match. And it is loose, and it's not, it feels like you're at this kind of loose production kind of situation in a good way, So anyways, I was sad. I'm sorry. Somebody was about to say something.
Matt, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
A very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you received your Mayhem Fantasy Football Championship?
I have received a personal assurance from Chad the Shad that it will be delivered to me very soon, and that's good enough for me.
That means nothing.
No, but see, it's not good enough for me.
Well, you're the commissioner. I'm just the champion.
Okay, I gave him until SummerSlam. SummerSlam is Saturday.
Sanctions.
Draft picks.
Sanctions. No,
Salary cap penalties.
I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to manually set a draft order. Everyone else's draft order will be chosen by the roll of a dice, and Chad's will not be.
Some people prefer to go last.
Oh no, Chad's not going last.
Oh
no, because then Chad gets 2 picks in a row. We can't have that.
No,
Chad's not going last.
Okay.
Chad will go in the death spot.
Where's that at?
Death spot is it depends on how many people we get in our league. We still have open spots. As of right now, we have 12 teams. Chad will be going right now at either 9 or 10 probably.
Not where you want to be.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No,
it's not ideal.
Less than ideal.
Well, on that note, Is there any other what we learned business to conduct here? Did I miss anything in the chat room or anything?
Sorg.
Yes.
I learned that under a wrestling ring is a scary place.
Yeah.
Especially during a battle royal.
Yeah.
I was working my butt off for Sorgatron as usual at some indie show over the weekend, and I lost my connection. I had to crawl under the ring during a battle royal to reattach a cable. The sounds above me, Sorg, just the rattling and bumping. I was scared. It was scary under there.
Matt, why didn't you just hide in Little People's Court?
I did not find an entrance to Little People's Court under there. It must not be accessible via the independent wrestling scene.
RWA doesn't have the budget for that.
Yeah, but
although we were doing the
wheels,
we were doing the MMA show. We're doing the MMA show, and we're setting up, and there's like a walkway stage around the cage, the ring cage, and we're setting up, and I see somebody stick their head out in between the stage and the cage. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Are they coming from Hornswoggle?
And then you're wondering if Little People's Court was underneath the MMA cage.
Yeah, existed under the MMA cage. So there's that. There is actually that actually leads into something. So I do want to give something of a shout out. Oh, I gotta find him, because I want to get the name right. My sister showed me this. I want to give a shout out and a good luck because he's going for a championship. Cowboy Kid Quick, who is a wrestler. He's the one in the center. Hold on a second. In the shot here with the championship belt. He is actually a family friend.
Wow. That is an image.
What a crew.
Works with which group? Micro Championship Wrestling, MCW. I believe this is out of Ohio.
Sorg, you know who else works with Micro Championship Wrestling or did at one point?
I think I know where this is going.
Your buddy.
My buddy.
Your buddy.
Wait, my buddy.
Puppet.
Puppet? Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Puppet. That didn't go so well. But
if we're gonna do congratulations for title wins,
well, no, I think he's fighting. He's going for a title. And it was a promo I saw or something. So, yes.
Well, I want to quickly congratulate a friend of the show who won a championship over the weekend, and that was by far the best teacher I've ever known, Professor Jacob Edwin.
We did mention that earlier. Yes,
we've gone over this, Matt.
I think it merits mentioning more than once.
Oh yeah,
no, it doesn't.
Oh, absolutely. I get you.
Matt, outsmarted the field. He did a great job. So
Matt,
he had a book with him at ringside.
Did he have a diploma?
He had a book, Mike. A whole book. He's very smart.
Matt. First of all, was he reading the book? Because someone can hold a book and not be able to read it. I've seen that countless times from everyone from children to presidents. Okay?
I've also seen a shark hold a book and he's like,
exactly.
I'm smart.
Exactly thank you, Ronnie.
And with that, I am going to confirm next week's guest.
Jacob Edwin.
No. Unrelated. But I will say, because it was just confirmed at 9:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sorg Standard Time, Mayhem Standard Time,
Indie Standard Time.
Our guest for next week will be Warhorse's favorite new wrestler,
Chase Gold.
Chase Gold.
Chase
Gold.
We'll
be here on the Wrestling Mayhem show. I believe in studio is the plan.
Dude, I love that kid, man.
So
Chase?
no, it's great.
I don't know who he is.
He's the best smelling wrestler.
Sorg, I'm doing a bit.
Okay.
Do my fucking bit.
Our bits are clashing.
But he sounds like the goal of every wrestler. Chase Gold.
I think that's.
Don't quit your day job.
Chase Gold.
Chase Gold.
I think that's the joke.
I know. I know. Why are we whispering?
I don't because it separates from when we do Chase Gold.
Mad Mike, Chase Gold. Chase Gold was the happy Rusev Day of the AEW shows.
Even though you tried to get Happy Fuego Day over?
We tried.
I did.
We tried.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yes, but not as much as Chase Gold. So, no, excited to have him on there. On here, he's somebody I've been wanting to have on for a little bit now, but COVID and everything. So we'll have that happening, and I think there might be a few other guests that are supposed to be coming in the studio too. So we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be a party here next week. So, that's it. It's like the back end of the show has gone really, really long, so we're just gonna cut out of here at this point. So with that, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for coming back and just sitting back and enjoying the show live on the show.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed sitting back and listening to you guys bicker back and forth.
Jeez.
By the way, Sorg, I live tweeted to warn Chad the Shad.
Good.
He has acknowledged my tweet. So Matt, Matt, you need to keep me posted.
It's going down. With that, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mad Meg 4883 on the tweets, Mainstream Matt on the Twitter, Starks Wrestling on the Twitter, and, of course, please follow Just Pro Wrestling News on your podcast or other video platforms. It's about everywhere, so you can get your news in 5 minutes or less. And I am at Sorgatron, all the places fit to Mayhem. You can see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah, that's the way that goes. See you, everybody. Look for me in Chicago at AEW Rampage and behind the production booth at Warrior Wrestling. And I'll be at the last ever show, Premier Wrestling, Championship Wrestling in Cleveland on Sunday, because I apparently always need to attend Joe Dombrowski's last show of a promotion. So you have that. We'll see you guys.
And if you see Sorg in Chicago, you can chop him.
Don't attack me. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.